The rapid increase in passenger and goods traffic over the last decades has contributed significantly to welfare worldwide. Traveling to other continents or sending a postal package to the other side of the world is becoming more and more routine rather than a unique experience. Besides the obvious positive impacts, such dynamics of course also entail a rise in potential illegal practices, including the trafficking of dangerous or highly controlled substances. The threat to established security standards has been additionally challenged by political instability and potential terrorist activities on a global scale. Ljubljana Airport is actively working on border control enhancements by planning for the automated monitoring of the traffic of radioactive materials, one of the first such setups in Europe. A prototype solution was tested during recent months.
To monitor for radioactive material traffic, two types of detectors are typically used. Fixed encapsulated systems are mounted on portal monitors, on walls, behind counters and so on, and are used to alert staff of increased radiation rates. In addition to those, handheld devices are used in the next step to micro-localize the radiation source. Both types measure just the radiation dose rate.
Luggage monitoring is performed after the luggage is unloaded from baggage carts onto the conveyor belt, typically before it is sorted by incoming flights and redirected at the arrivals facility where passengers retrieve it. The monitor in the prototype setup is placed just above the conveyor belt and is connected to the alarm system with a monitoring screen that visualizes all the necessary data. The conveyor belt is stopped after the alarm is triggered. In a typical scenario, the radioactive piece of luggage is identified by the staff and removed to a safe place, while a dedicated special unit is notified to take over the process.
The AISense Gamma line is introducing a new concept to the workflow. It is the world's first gamma hotspot locator with angular sensitivity in real time. This means that besides the radiation dose rate, it displays in real time the direction toward the gamma ray source.
The passenger terminal is always full of life. The approach to passenger traffic monitoring has to fulfill some important, sometimes conflicting aspects. On the one hand, it has to be discreet and subtle to avoid unnecessary distress and passenger flow disruption, while on the other, it should guarantee that no radioactive material exits the airport undetected. Hence, the monitoring setup has to be sensitive and efficient, while at the same time unobtrusive or even imperceptible. The portal radiation monitor is placed at the passenger path near the exit from the arrivals terminal. If an elevated radiation dose is detected, a discrete alarm notifies the officials and triggers the checking procedure. To micro-localize the radioactive source, a sample geological mineral in this case, a handheld device with direction sensibility is used. Another relatively frequent trigger for radiation monitoring alarms are cases of patients undergoing radioisotope therapy, such as radioactive iodine-131, which is used in the treatment of some thyroid diseases. Such patients can emit radiation for a substantial time, even after they are released from the hospital. With a direction-sensitive device, it can be straightforwardly determined that the radiation is originating, in this case, from the thyroid, although it is also required that the patient carries a written medical report of their condition. An optimal radiation detection setup is essential to enhance the safety of air traffic and society in general.